Before we get into this, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more stories like this. Now, here's what happened. I knew something was wrong the moment my wife, Emily, brushed past me at the neighborhood barbecue without even a glance. She'd been distant all morning, but I never imagined she'd humiliate me in front of half the block. I was wrong. We'd been planning our long-delayed honeymoon for months, pushed back again and again by life. I thought she'd finally be excited. Instead, she clinked glasses with neighbors, laughed loudly, and then dropped a comment that froze the entire backyard. "Go on the honeymoon by yourself, Daniel," she said, loud enough for everyone to hear. "I'm not wasting my vacation on a trip I don't even want." Conversation halted mid-sentence. Someone fumbled with the speaker, cutting the music. Even the grill seemed quieter. I stared at her, waiting for the punchline, but the smug look on her face told me she meant every word. "Emily," I murmured, stunned. "What are you talking about?" She waved a hand dismissively. "You plan everything. Enjoy it alone. I'm staying home." Her tone was casual, but it wasn't simple. It was humiliating. And she knew exactly what she was doing. What she hadn't counted on was our neighbor, the quiet single mom 2 houses over, Chloe, standing close enough to hear everything. Chloe leaned against the railing, sipping her soda, watching quietly. She wasn't the type to intervene, but when she finally spoke, her voice cut through the silence. "Wow," she said, stepping closer. "Most people would be thrilled to have someone plan a trip for them, and you're pushing yours away." Emily rolled her eyes. "Stay out of it, Chloe. You don't understand." Chloe didn't back down. She looked from me to Emily, unimpressed. "I understand more than you think," she said calmly. "If someone put effort into planning something special for me, I wouldn't throw it back in his face." The murmurs around us grew. I watched Emily's confident smirk slip. Chloe took another step forward. "If you don't want to go," she said slowly, "maybe someone else should." The yard went completely silent. Emily's fingers tightened around her drink. "What's that supposed to mean?" she snapped. But there was fear creeping into her voice now. "It means," Chloe said softly, "most women would appreciate what you're taking for granted." Neighbors exchanged glances. Emily had always acted like she was above everyone, and now the reality was catching up to her. My cheeks burned with embarrassment, but underneath, a strange relief washed over me. For once, someone actually saw what I'd been dealing with. Emily scoffed. "You don't know our marriage." Chloe's gaze didn't waver. "I know what respect looks like, and that wasn't it." Emily tried to laugh, but it sounded hollow. "Daniel knows I'm joking." "Were you?" I asked quietly. She looked startled, clearly not expecting me to challenge her. "Of course," she said quickly. "You're being sensitive." Chloe raised an eyebrow. "If he's sensitive, it's because he actually cares." Emily shot her a glare. "Why are you even talking? This isn't your business." Chloe didn't budge. She took a steady breath. "If my partner spoke to me the way you just spoke to him," she let the words hang, "I wouldn't blame him for taking someone else with him." Emily's expression hardened. "Are you suggesting something?" "No," Chloe said softly. "I'm just pointing out what you're throwing away." The words hit harder than yelling ever could. Emily swallowed, suddenly unsure. She looked at me, searching for the soft response I usually gave. "Daniel," she whispered, "you're not actually considering what she said, right?" I didn't answer. Not because Chloe was offering herself, but because she had spoken aloud what I'd ignored for years. Emily's eyes darted nervously toward the people watching. "Can we talk inside?" she hissed. Before I could respond, Chloe spoke again. "You don't need privacy to recognize when you've crossed a line," she said gently. "The embarrassment isn't that people heard you, it's that he felt it." Emily's jaw tightened, her voice cracking. "I didn't mean it like that." "Then how did you mean it?" I asked. She opened her mouth, but no words came. The backyard seemed to hold its breath. Emily wasn't used to being questioned publicly. Watching her struggle for an excuse made something shift inside me. Not anger, just clarity. "You told me to go alone," I said, steady. "You said it like it didn't matter whether I was there or not." She shook her head quickly. "I was stressed, trying to be funny." You weren't, Chloe said softly. Emily's eyes filled, her confidence crumbling. She reached for my arm. Daniel, you're my husband. I didn't mean to hurt you. I stepped back before she touched me. Small, but everyone noticed. She noticed. Please, she whispered, panicked. Don't do this. But I wasn't stepping away from her. I was stepping toward the dignity I'd ignored for far too long. I took a slow breath. The honeymoon isn't canceled, I said quietly, but I'm not going alone. Emily's lips parted. Then who? I looked at her, calmly but firmly. Someone who actually wants me there. Her whole body sagged as the realization hit, and the entire backyard understood before she did. I wasn't talking about Chloe.